Hi, this is Shakia Bruce with Edjatech, and today I'm going to show you a quick, brief, kind of beginning tutorial on Peardeck. So Peardeck is a add-on that you can add on to your Google Slides to just help your Google Slide presentation be a little bit more interactive for your students. And I'm going to show you how to get started. There's two ways that you can access Pear Deck, but the first thing you have to do is set up an account. And you can set up an account by going to peardeck.com and click login and join with your Google account. In less than 2 minutes, you will have an account ready and for use. Okay? Now, say for example, I have a plain Jane Google slide here. So as you can see, I have a Google slide presentation, and I am now going to boost it up with Pear Deck. So I would go to add-ons, and if you do not have the add-on added, you'll go to get add-ons and then type in Pear Deck and click on get add-on so that you do have it now. I have already done that, so you'll see Pear Deck for Google Slides add-on. So open it up. And to the right hand corner here, you're going to see a tab open up for Peardeck. Now, I want to show you how you can create your own, but you can also go to the template library. Okay, so if you click on template library here, they already have slides that are built for you, and they have them categorized that you can use to your presentation. So here you have like the beginning of the lesson. You can have your do nows, and if you click on it, as you can see, there's several slides that you can choose from. So I'm going to insert this one. What do you wonder about today's topic? So as you can see, it goes right into my presentation, and the students will be able to write their response as you are presenting. Okay. So if I go back, you have during the lesson, like a quick check assessment, you have activities or transitions, and then you have reflections or exit tickets. And then if you look down here under learning development, you have critical thinking slides, social emotional slides, and then further on is broken down into subject area. So if you click on science, you have things like the periodic table, and all of these slides are interactive. So I just saw fourth grade science here. You kind of drag and drop your answer about the hemisphere and the seasons. You have social studies. There's a lot of maps, big questions, critical thinking, chronological order type things, timelines. All of these things can be used with elementary or middle school education. And for ELA, you have your like Venn diagrams, complete the sentence, your parts of speech, thinking maps, story maps. The options are limitless. Okay. So that is the Peer Deck template library. And all you have to simply do, like you saw what I did here, I just clicked on the slide and added it into the presentation. Now, if you're a little bit more creative and you want to create your own things, you would go down here where you have a few options. Okay. So you have text, where they're able to answer a question by text. You have multiple choice. You want them to put in numbers. You want them to explore a website. They can draw or they can drag and drop. Now, as you can see, the draw option and the draggable option have stars beside them. And all this means is that it is a part of the premium account. And once you sign up for Peer Deck, you will have the premium account for up to 90 days. So that is like a whole entire 3 months that you can have the premium account, and you're able to use what's identified with the star. And then you have your audio slides. So for your lower readers, if you wanted to have your voice over the PowerPoint presentation for them, then you can add audio, which is a great tool for them, and they're able, especially virtually, because they're able to hear your voice as they are going through the slide if you want them to go through it on their own. Okay, so as you can see, I have my question slide here. And I'm just going to go through. This slide was already created, so I'm just going to go through and I'm going to um, add another slide. Just to show you what it would look like. So as you can see, it's saying it's adding a slide, adding an interactive question. And when I add it at the bottom, it has this little toolbar here. It doesn't show much except this toolbar, but just know when you see this toolbar here, it is added. So my question would be something like, how are you feeling today? And I'm just going to make this bigger just so that you can see. All right. So I have that question in. Okay. And it's as simple as that. So you just, click on what you want them to see. And your slide becomes interactive. So now I'm going to show you how to launch the video. So you just simply click Start Lesson. And you have two options, whether you want to do student-paced activity or instructor-paced activity. So with instructor-paced activity, which is a great tool for virtual learning, it will be connected with your students in real time. As you can see, it says virtually or otherwise. Use this mode to guide them through the lesson as you're teaching on like a synchronous session. So synchronous session meaning that they are all logged in together. When it loads, it will give you the information for them to log on. So they'll go to joinpd.com and then here's the code. So this is the code that you would have up on your screen while the students go to another tab for your presentation, or you can simply give them a link here. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like on the student view. And it asks me to enter the code. So I'm going to enter the code. And it gives you almost like an acronym for something. So juicy lemons inspect hilarious lemons. So that is the code is the acronym for that funny that funny code. And then it tells you your first student has connected to your class, which is me, and it always starts off with the how you're feeling today type thing, the SEL check-in. You can skip that or you can have them answer it. So here's my presentation. So I click Start Class on the teacher end, and at the bottom is where I'm able to present and navigate through my presentation. So I have arrows here, and it props up as soon as I click the arrow here. For the student, it's the arrow here, and they're able to answer. So what do you wonder about this topic? And again, this is the student's view, and they would type in their response. And if you see at the bottom, they can click Add another response. So they're able to respond more than one time if you allow them to. Back to the teacher view, I can show responses. So if the student has responded, okay, and you'll be able to see all the responses on the screen. Or say, for example, I'm saying, oh, I'm going through this lesson and I'm just not for sure that they are getting it. So I can click Add And in the middle of it, I can add something for them to complete. So draw or type two things that you've learned, and then it'll pop up for them, and they're able to highlight, draw a line, have text, and complete it with many different colors. Um, and you're seeing it in live time. All right. So that is Peardeck. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email at Edjatech, EDJATECH at gmail.com. We'll see you next time.